I spend hours walking about the house trying to remember what I was doing. I liken it to a conveyor belt. It goes along and it just drops off the end. My memory was not as good as I thought it should be for my age. I wasn't even getting to the door before I'd forgotten. So I thought, it's happening so often, I'll go and see my GP. And she sent me to the memory clinic at the West Suffolk Hospital. In February 2017, I went for a brain scan, and about May, I got the result. She gave me this diagnosis of dementia, vascular dementia. She said, I'd like you to put you in touch with Sue Ryder Dementia Together, and she did the referral. And then Lisa got in touch with me. And I don't know what I could do without Lisa, who is my dementia navigator. We just hit it off straight away, and I thought, how lovely to have someone to be able to talk to about it, because I didn't really know how to cope with it. But once I chatted to Lisa, I found it was so much easier. She was a brilliant listener and had a lot of empathy, and I knew she knew exactly what she was talking about.
She was not prepared to let the diagnosis beat her, even though obviously at the time it was a dark time. You were struggling to make your way, but it was a very positive approach, which made my job a lot easier.
We went to organ club together. We used to go to one a week, didn't we?
Yeah, we just became very good friends, and we work and then drive to Cambridge to see an organist playing. We also had music lessons in Cambridge, so we used to drive from London to Cambridge and back for lessons. We did that for 3 years. So it was the music, and we just got on so well, and life was good. Yeah.
I always wanted to live with David because he was peace and tranquility. That was what I was after, which I didn't have in my previous life. I've been a bit confused when David and I have been out. One instance, I went to have a blood test, and I came out of the cubicle having had the blood test, and when I left him, he was over one side of the room. When I came out, I looked over there and he wasn't there.
I was by the door where she was going to come out.
He had moved himself to where I was going to come out, but I panicked because he wasn't there.
She didn't.
And I felt as if I was all alone.
Hazel was able to bear her fears, so she was able to voice the things that were concerning her. And once somebody was able to reassure both of them that actually this is okay, we'll work through all of it together. But your biggest anxiety was, David, having the support, and the service is a holistic service. It's there for family, friends, loved ones, everybody. Yeah. It encompasses everybody.
I think it was after I'd spoken to Lisa that I realised I could do something about making our lives as normal as possible and as organised as possible. I might need to go into a care home if David can no longer look after me, and I wouldn't want him to dedicate his life to me. I wouldn't want to be in the state like my mother was, which was very sad to see. She had Alzheimer's for about 7 years, and my father devoted his life to her until she died. And it was not easy for him. I've done a My Care Wishes folder. I don't want to have CPR and things. I would rather go naturally. I've told David that when I do pass away, I don't want to pass away at home, because I wouldn't like him to have to live with the view of every time he walked into a room, that's where Hazel died. I don't want that.
So anybody that's a friend, a loved one, or themselves, if they're concerned, they can phone the helpline. It's open 7 days a week, unlike many helplines. And there's somebody at the end that really understands. They're well trained, they're knowledgeable, they can pass on information, and they can refer on to us navigators.
I can cope with the situation. and I'm hoping I shall cope with it for a long time until such times as crises occur, and then Lisa will be there to help me, and David.